Guys, please confirm all of you get my voice on screen. Guys, please check it. All of you get my voice on screen. All of you get my voice on screen now. Is my voice is clear? Guys, please confirm to me. Is my voice is clear now? Yeah. So okay, fine. All right. Good morning, guys. And check it what we completed there in the last session. Any idea what we understood there in the last session? So I think so. We are discussing about steps to prepare first Java application. In that steps to prepare first Java application, what we completed overall, what are the various steps we are having overall. All right, download and install Java software in our machine. Download and install Java editor. Open Java editor and write Java program. Save Java file. Compile Java file and execute Java application. Without using IDE, if you want to use editor, these are the various steps here we have to write. If you want to use IDE, then download and install Eclipse IDE, create Java project, create Java class with the main method, write program and execute Java application. All right, sir. Then all the steps we completed almost all. Download and install Java software in our mission is completed. Then after completion of this, and some few interview questions also I provided there. Already we understood that. Not required to repeat again and again. That we already understand. And the next one is what? After that, download and install Java editor. This part we discussed there in the last class. Download and install Java editor. Tell me guys, what is this editor actually? What exactly the meaning of editor, Java editor? What is this editor? Editor is a tool. It will provide very good environment to write Java programs and to save Java programs. To write Java programs and to is a tool. It will provide very good environment to write Java programs and to save Java programs in our computer. For this particular reason, we are using like what now? Editor. What are the various editors are available in outside? No, number of editors are available. Like Notepad, Edit Plus, Notepad Plus Plus, Atom, Sublime Text, all these editors are existed. Next one is what? After that, editor is suggestible up to learning process, but editor is not suggestible for real-time application development. Real-time application development. Next one is where IDEs are suggestible for real-time application development. IDEs are suggestible for real-time application development. Okay, fine. Next one is what? Then after that, open editor and write Java program. How to work with IDE, I will discuss with you after completion of this total editor content. Okay, let's wait for that anyway. Next one is after that, open editor and write Java program. To write a minimum Java application, we have to take a class. We have to declare a class and we have to declare main method in the respective class. This is what exactly the program here we prepared, we provided now. Right, sir. Observe carefully. And there is a question for us, guys. When we install Java software in our computer, two parts will be installed. Am I right or not? What are the two parts are installed there? JDK and JRE. Up to now, how many versions we installed here? Three versions we installed. Let me check all the three versions here in Java. Right, sir. All JDKs, three JDKs are available. All three JREs are also be existed. So it's very clear. JRE 8 is also be existed. Is also be created when we install Java. That's okay. Leave it. All right, sir. Next one is what? Then after that, then what I'm telling there, write and open the Java editor and write Java program. You know already how to open editor, edit plus, file a new Java, automatically Java editor will come. Their minimum template is available. Minimum program about the Java is existed. There we have to provide our own data, then we have to compile and execute that anyway. Alright, sir. First of all, before writing this Java, first of all, I would like to give what is the basic programming in Java. I need to explain that. So here what I'm telling there, I'll take right, observe carefully. I want to write this minimum program. Everybody has to understand this. Class test, class test. Inside this class test, minimum we require what? A class. Why? Because without main method, we are unable to run our Java program. Main method is mandatory. In Java, if you want to write any method, in Java, if you want to write any method, definitely what we require, a class is mandatory. Without the class, methods are not going to be existed. Methods will be provided inside the class only. So definitely one class is required. One class is required, one method is required. Main method is required. That's why main class and main method, both we have to write now. Now inside this main class, we have to provide public static void main of string array args, string array args, string array args. Now this is like what now? Our program. Here we have to understand clearly. Now inside this main method, we can write some information. At least I want to display welcome message. At least I want to display what now? Welcome message. So here what I will do there, system dot out dot println of, here I will use like what now? Just I want to provide some welcome message. Welcome to, for example, Durgasoft. Welcome to Durgasoft. Now this is the total code here we provided clearly. All right, sir. Now this is about our coding part. At least we have to understand each and every part in this first program. At least we have to understand each and every part in the first program. Observe carefully. Now, what is this class actually? Class is a keyword. Class is what? Is a keyword. Class is a keyword. That's okay, fine. Then what is this test actually? Test is a user-defined class name. Is it a predefined class name or user-defined class name? User-defined. The test is our provided name, not a predefined name. User-defined class name. User-defined class name. In other words, we can say it's the main class name. Why? Because inside this class only main method is existed. So it is what now? Main class name. Observe carefully. Next one is after that. Then what is this next one? Public is existed here. What is this public actually? Public access modifier. Public is what now? Access modifier. Public static is also be access modifier. Public and static both are what now? Access modifiers. We need to understand one point here. In Java, there is no concept like access specifiers. Before the programming languages, you may have the word access specifiers. In general, we used to say public, protected, default, and private are access specifiers in general in C or maybe C++. But in the case of Java, there is no terminology like access specifiers. That everything is come under like what now? Access modifiers. So public, private, protected, and default, everything will come under what? Access modifiers, not specifiers. Remember this. That's why here public and static both will come under what now? Access modifiers. Next one is, what is this void actually? Void is a return type. Void is what? No, return type. What is this main? What is this main actually? It's a method name. Main is what? No, method name. What is this string actually? String is a predefined class. Predefined class. String is what? A predefined class in Java. What is this args actually? Args is a user defined variable. Please remember this. This is one of the question. If I conduct any test there in the future, there I will include this question. Args is what? Args is a predefined variable or user defined variable or maybe any other one. I'm asked this type of question there, where your answer should be what? No, args is our defined user defined variable, not a predefined variable. Args is what? No, user defined variable, not a predefined variable. Yes, sir. All of you are getting clarity or not? The tax is not mandatory. In place of this args, we can write ABC or XYZ also. In place of the args, we can write either ABC or XYZ also. Observe carefully now. Right, sir. Next one is what? Then after that, after understanding this, then what is this system actually? System is a predefined class again. System is what? No, predefined class. The next one is out is what actually? Out is nothing but a predefined reference variable. Predefined reference variable. Yes, sir. Out is what? No, predefined reference variable. Predefined variables are available and it is like what? No, reference variable. Observe carefully. Then println is what? What is this println actually? Predefined method. Println is what? No, predefined method. What is its purpose actually? It can be the total statement system.out.println. The total statement can be used to display some information on the command prompt. The total system.out.println will display some data on the command prompt. But what is this system? What is this out? And why this println method? Why not other methods? The total discussion I will provide in a IO streams topic. It is somewhat related to IO streams, not now. So there I will discuss much. But here we have to remember system.out.println statement can be used to display some information on a command prompt. For this particular reason only, we are having system.out.println statement. What I'm trying to display on command prompt here, whatever the parameter here we provided to println method. What is that parameter actually? Welcome to Durgasoft. So that message I want to display on command prompt. Now here, what is this next one here? What is this? Welcome to Durgasoft. Welcome to Durgasoft. What is this actually? This is like text data. This is like what? No, text data that I want to display on a command prompt. This is like what? No, text data that I want to display on a command prompt. Yes, sir. All of you are getting or not? Now let me check these points here once again. No, what is this class, guys? Now tell me. Class is a keyword. Test is what? No, user defined class name. Then what is this public and static actually? Public and static are like what? No, access modifiers. What is this void actually? Return type. Void is what? No, return type. Next, what is this main actually? Method name. What is this string actually? Predefined class. What is this args actually? User defined variable. What is this system actually? Predefined class. What is this out actually? Predefined reference variable. What is this println method? Predefined method. What is this welcome to Durgasoft? No, text data. Yes, sir. All of you are getting it or not? So this is totally the information about like what? No, the first program where each and every part we understood clearly. Each and every part I specified clearly. Some names are given for each and every part now. All right, sir. So each and every part here we understood clearly this particular content. All right. Then after that, what next one here we are understanding there? We know by this we understood clearly how to write very fundamental program. How to write a very fundamental program. Now tell me, if I say to you just to display Durgasoft solutions, that name, if I asked you write a Java program to display something on command prompt, what exactly the program we have to write now? Immediately your thinking should be what? Class, some class name, maybe test or whatever it may be, class tester. There inside this what we have to take now? public static void main string array args. And then inside this, what we have to do now? System.out.println, and whatever the message you want to display, then specify that message. Sir, all of you are getting it or not? So this is minimum, sir. Now onwards, whenever I'm asking a question to you, write a Java program to display something and command prompt. No, this total program we have to remember and we have to write. The total program we have to write. Yes, sir, got it or not? The total program we have to write. This you have to remember. This is your minimum responsibility. Again and again, you should not think about it how to write Java program. This is a startup program. This is a very, very startup program that we have to write clearly. Okay, clear? So, how to write that very, very basic program we understood. Fundamental program we understood clearly. Then what next one here? We open Java editor. Inside the Java editor, we write the program. Am I right or not? See, observe carefully here. What I'm trying to do now, open Java editor. Edit plus I open here. Edit plus I open. Edit plus I open. Inside this edit plus, what I provided there, class test I provided. Okay, public static void main string array args. System.out.println enough. Then what I provided, now here we specified welcome to Durga. Welcome to Durgasoft that we provided. That's okay, fine. Completed. After writing this program, we have to save this file to our computer or not? We need to save this file. We need to save this program in our computer or not? Why? Because if we want to compile our program, definitely we require the Java file. Compiler will start compilation over the Java file only. That means the program must be available in the form of a file. Whenever the program is available in the form of a file, then only we are able to compile that program. Otherwise, we are not going to compile the program, unable to compile the program. So we need a file. So we have to save this particular Java program into the system. We need to save that. But how we are able to save this particular Java program? How it is possible to save this particular Java program? Yes, sir. You need to understand this point here. How it is possible to save this particular Java program? For that, I'm going to give some rules and regulations. Now try to understand these rules and regulations clearly. If you want to save any Java file, if you want to save any Java file, two rules and regulations here we have to follow. If you want to save any Java file, overall, two rules and regulations here we have to follow. What are the two rules and regulations here we have to follow actually? Listen carefully, all of you know. What are the two rules and regulations here we have to follow there? Rule number one, put more concentration. These 2 points are important. Rule number one, in our Java file, if we have any public class or public abstract class or public interface or public enum, or else three things are sufficient. Enum we can forget now, not required now. In our Java file, if you have any public class, public abstract class, public interface, then we must save that Java file with a public class name only, or public abstract class name only, or public interface name only. Whatever the element is public in between class, abstract class, and interface, no, with that name only, we have to save that Java file. This is mandatory condition. This is mandatory condition. If we violate this condition, then definitely we are able to get compilation error. This is mandatory, and if we violate this condition, then definitely we are able to get a compilation error. I'm sure about it. Tell me guys, what is the condition I said to you? In the present Java file, if you have any public class or public abstract class or public interface, then it is mandatory to save that Java file with what? Public element name only, public class name only, or public abstract class name only, or public interface name only. Whatever the thing which may be public, with that name only we have to declare. You may have one question, sir, my method is public, so can I save Java file with the method name? No. Sir, my variable is public, can I save this Java file with the variable name? No. This rule is strictly applicable for class, abstract class, and interface. In between these three, if any one is public, then with that name only we have to save that Java file. If we violate this rule, therefore compiler is able to write some error. We are able to get some compilation error. Following or not? Yes, sir. All of you are getting clarity or not? Right. Now this is rule number 1. Here we have to understand. Okay, clear. Rule number 2. Rule number 2. If no element is public in our present Java file, no class is public, no abstract class is public, no interface is public, nothing is public. Normal classes, non-public classes, non-public abstract classes, non-public interfaces I have written in a single Java file. Nothing, no class is public, no abstract class is public, no interface is public, non-public elements only I have written that I confirmed. There, we can save that Java file with any name. No conditions on it. We can save that Java file with any name, like abc.java or xyz.java, any name we can use to save that Java file. Yes, understand my point or not? Tell me what is the second rule I said to you? If our present Java file doesn't have any public class or public abstract class or public interface, then it is possible to save that Java file with any name. With any name. We don't have any conditions over this. With any name, we can save that Java file. Like abc.java or xyz.java. But in the second case, there is a suggestion from Java. In the second case, there is a suggestion from Java. What is that suggestion? No, already we have a rule. If no public class or no abstract class or no public interface, we can save that Java file with any name, like abc.java or xyz.java. But there, what is the suggestion which is provided by Sun Microsystems? No, instead of saving that Java file with any other name, it is suggestible to, it is better to save that Java file with a main class name. It is suggestible to save that file with a main class name. In which class we have written main method, with that name, it is suggestible to save that Java file. Yes, sir, got it or not? So these are overall rules and regulations here, what we are having clearly. Tell me guys, overall, two rules here I is giving clearly. Rule number 1 is what? What is that rule number 1? Now tell me. If the present Java file contains public class or public abstract class or public interface, then the present Java file must be saved with the respective public element name only, like public class name or public abstract class name or public interface name. Again, I said one more point. This rule is not applicable for variables and methods. Only class, abstract class, or interface. Okay, of course, CNM is also available, but that case I will discuss with you later on, not understanding at present. But these three things we can confirm now, as of now. Right, sir. What is the second rule I said to you? Okay, what is the extension of this first rule? If you violate this particular rule, their compiler will raise an error. Definitely compiler will raise an error. Then what is the second rule here? What should be the second rule here? No. The second rule would be what? No. If the present Java file doesn't include any public class or public abstract class or public interface, there what is going to be happen there? We can save that Java file with any other name, any name like abc.java or xyz.java. But there, what is the suggestion which was provided by Java? Instead of saving that Java file with any other name, it is suggestible to save that Java file with a main class name. With what now? Main class name. Observe carefully. With a main class name. In which class we wrote that main method, with that class name only we can save. That is suggestion. Suggestion in the sense, not required to follow mandatorily. You may violate it, no compilation error. Even if you violate that suggestion, you will not get any compilation error. Suggestion is just for the sake of our help, that's it. Not mandatory to follow. But condition is mandatory to follow. But suggestion is not mandatory to follow. I given the suggestion like what now? What is the suggestion I given here? Suggestion is like you must save that. That means you have to save that Java file with the main class name if no public element is available or Java file. That is suggestion. No, yeah, I don't want to save my Java file with a main method class name, main class name. I want to save that Java file with abc.java only. Yes, oh, go ahead. No issues, you can save that. But if the present Java file contains at least one public class, no, if the present Java file contains public class name, no, public class, no, then we must save that Java file with the public class name only. Sir, my class is public, but I want to save my Java file with some other name in the sense, compiler will not allow that. Compilation error will be generated. Compiler will raise an error. Yes, sir, followed or not? Followed or not? But still some faces are not glow. No. Okay. I'll show in practical, then we can understand it clearly. I'll show in practical, then we can understand clearly. Observe carefully. Um, Right, sir. Now already we open edit plus here. Already this program is existed program. I don't want to use this program there. And let me delete this program also. Let me delete this program also. It is existed. Drive. Right, sir. What was the drive? D drive and Java 830. Then inside this, tester.java back, tester.java, tester.class. All the things are existed. I'm trying to delete all of them. Okay, good. Remaining things are okay, fine. Now let's leave this. Now let's observe this clearly what I'm trying to show now. Let me open edit plus. Now I'm going to take a new Java, file new Java, file new Java that I've taken. Freshly I have to start my program. Observe carefully here. I'm trying to provide like what now? Tester. My class name is what now? Tester. My class name is what? Tester. Now tell me here, have I provided any public element here? First of all, tell me how many classes are available here? Only one class is existed. What is that class name? Test. Test class name. Is it public or not public? Is it public or non-public? Non-public. I have not declared it is public. It's a default scope is a default only. It's not public actually. Okay. My present Java file doesn't include any public element. No public class, no public abstract class, no public interfaces existed. Am I right or not? So here, what is the flexibility for me? Flexibility is what? We can save the Java file with any name. We can save the Java file with any name. Okay. Observe carefully. I'm trying to save the Java file with abc.java. I'm trying to save the Java file with what no? abc.java. Observe carefully. Control S. If I click on Control S, automatically save option will come there. There we have to save at d:/Java 830 location only. Okay, there I want to save with abc.java. abc.java. Right, sir. 1 minute. abc.java. I saved this file. What is this file actually? abc.java. Okay. Do one thing. Let me save this first, no? Then after that I will show this once again. abc.java and click on save button. If I click on save button, automatically the file is saved with what now? abc.java. 1 minute, guys. Wait 1 minute. Right, sir. Now observe this file name actually. At the top it is existed here. We can observe this clearly. What is this file name here now? abc.java. Right, sir. This is a proof here we can understand. No, this is about our program where I prepared Java file which is not including which doesn't have public element now. There I saved this Java file with what now? abc.java. Observe carefully. Then now I need to compile this program or not? I want to compile this program, right, sir? When we want to compile this program, here what I have to open there? There we need to get a command prompt here. We have to get command prompt here. We have to get. Now let me open command prompt here. So this is command prompt. Now inside this command prompt, first we have to go to the location where we saved our Java file. Tell me guys, where I saved the Java file actually? In D colon slash Java 830 D colon. If you want to change the drive, then we have to use D colon. Where CD space what next one can know? Java 830. Automatically we will come to the Java 830 CLS clear screen. Okay, then what next one can I need to compile the program. To compile the program, what we have to do? Java C space along with Java C, we have to provide file name dot Java. Don't use class name. There we have to provide what now? File name dot Java. What is this file name actually? abc dot Java. Right, sir. Now observe carefully. Here we compiled successfully. Am I right or not? We compiled successfully. Then I want to execute the program. To execute the program here, we have to use which command here? Java. But remember this, along with the Java command, we have to provide main class name. Along with the Java C, we have to provide file name. Along with the Java command, we have to provide what? No, main class name. What is that main class name actually? Test is the main class name. Am I right or not? Test is the main class name. Now we get tester. Click on enter button. Here we are getting output. Hello world is an output here we are getting. Of course, if you want to change the program content here, then we can change it now. In place of this hello world, I want to write like what now? Welcome message here I want to provide. Now here, welcome to Durgasoft. Welcome to Durgasoft. That information here I want to provide and save it, Control S. Then again here we can compile it. We can compile it. But how we are able to compile it? So now tell me CLS. Again, whenever we are performing modification on our Java program, every time we have to perform recompilation. When we perform modification on our program there, then every time we have to perform what now? Recompilation. Now tell me here, what we have to do? Java C space tester.java. Sorry, Java C space, what's the file name there? No? abc.java. Compiled successfully. Along with Java command, what we have to provide there? No? Main class name. What is this main class name there? No? Tester. Test is a main class name. Then what is that output here we are getting there? Welcome to Durgasoft output here we are getting. Clear or not? Okay. This is the rule. If no public element is available in our Java file, we can save the Java file with any name. abc.java is saved. Clear or not? But here, what is the suggestion? What is the suggestion here? Instead of saving that Java file with any other name, better to save that Java file with what? Main class name now. Okay, fine. But why this suggestion is coming? I will give one point here. Why this suggestion is coming here? Observe carefully. The suggestion is, see, for compilation, what is the file name we have used? abc.java. For execution, what is the class name we provided? Tester. Both are two different names or not? abc.java and tester. Both are two different names. So if we follow this suggestion, what is the suggestion there? Instead of saving the Java file with any other name, if we save that Java file with the main class name, along with Java C tester.java, along with the Java command tester. So naming compatibility we are getting or not? Same name we are able to provide or not? For the sake of getting such type of flexibility only, Java has given what no? This type of suggestion for us whenever we are not having any public element, we can save that Java file with any other name. But the suggestion is instead of saving that Java file with any other name, better to save that Java file with a main class name. Then immediately what we have to do? I have to save that Java file with the main class name or not? I have to save that Java file with the main class name or not? Observe carefully how I'm going to save that Java file with the main class name. I think it is visible to everybody. File, save as, not save. Already program is saved. Again and again it will not take the name. But if you click on save as, again that save box will be open. Right, so click on save as. Already abc.java is available. Okay, leave it, not required. No. Now here, in place of this abc.java, I have to provide what now? I have to provide what now? Tester.java. Tester.java. What's the file name I provided here? Now tell me, what is the file name here we provided here? Observe carefully. Tester.java. I provide this file name. Now here we have to click on what now? Save button here. We have to click there. Now tell me guys, what is my file name here? What is my file name here? No, tester.java. Am I right or not? Tester.java is my file name here. Let me save this now here. I want to compile and execute this. If you want to compile this program, then what we have to do now? Tell me guys. Now tell me, all of you now tell me here what we have to do now. Java C space. Tell me what we have to provide there. Java C space. Then what we have to provide there? Is that file name is what? What is the file name now? Tester.java. Tester.java. Previously abc.java, but that is not suggestible. Now tester.java. Compiled successfully. Now here I need to execute the program. So what we have to do there? Java space. What next one? No? Main class name. What's that main class name? No, tester. So compilation name and execution name both are compatible or not? For the sake of getting this kind of compatibility only, Java has given a suggestion. Try to save our Java file with a main class name if we are not having any public element in our present Java file. Let me click on enter button. Here we are getting output like what now? Welcome to Durgasoft. Yes, sir, got it or not? This is rule number 2, I cleared. Rule number 2, I cleared. Now let's observe this clearly. Understand this clearly, all of you guys. Now, public class A. What is there? Public class A. Now tell me, all of you now tell me, how many classes I have written in my present Java file? How many classes I have written? 2 classes I have written. What are the 2 classes? No, class A and class tester. Now tell me, out of these 2 classes, do you have any class which is public? Do you have any public class here among these 2 classes? No? Yes, one class is public. Here, what is mandatory condition? What is mandatory condition? If any class is public, then we must save the Java file with what? Public class name. Now, as of now, tell me, what is my file name actually? What is my file name? Tester.java. But which class is public now? Class A is a public now. Then we are violating this rule or not? We are violating this rule or not? All right, sir. Now, whenever we are violating this rule, what we are able to get now, let try to understand this clearly. Actually, class A is a public, but file name is tester.java. As per the rule, I must save that file with a.java. Why? Because class A is a public, so I must save that Java file with a.java. But already I saved that file with what? Not tester.java. What is going to be happen? Now try to observe this clearly. Java C space what I have to provide along with Java C always file name only. What is my file name here? Tester.java. Click on enter button here. Read the error message. What we are getting there? Read the error message here. What we are getting there? Right now see this message. Tester.java 1 : error. This error message. No. What is this error message, guys? Now tell me. Class A is a public. Class A is public should be declared in a file named. What is that name now? A.java. Named A.java. Clearly it is saying the information. Array, your class A is a public. Try to save that file with A.java or not. Information it is giving there. When we violate the rule, then we are getting compilation error like this. So what we have to do now? So what we have to do now? We must save Java file with what name? A.java. We must save that Java file with what? A.java. To save that Java file with A.java, then what we have to do, sir? Now tell me. To save that Java file with A.java, what we have to do there? File, save as, not save as. Save as. Why? Because again, if you want to change the name, then better to go for save as. Click on save as now. Here, already which name is available? Test is available. But in place of that, what we have to provide there? A.java. We have to write or not? A.java. That we have to write. Let us click on enter button. A.java. Then we click on enter button. That's okay. Now here. Now tell me, what is my file name here? A.java is my file name. Okay, which class is public in my file now? A class is public. That's why A.java. What is my main method class name? Test is my main method class name here. Okay, fine. Now let me compile and execute this program here clearly. Right, sir. Now CLS. Observe carefully. Java C space. What is the file name now? A.java. I must provide file name only along with Java C command. A.java. Compiled successfully. Then along with the Java command, what we have to provide there? Main class name. Always remember this. Along with Java C, file name.java. Along with the Java command, main class name that we have to provide. What is this main class name actually? Test is a main class name. Now try to specify the test class. Now here we are able to execute our program. Welcome to Durgasoft. Yes, sir. Got my point or not? The point is clear or not? Okay, fine. So finally, what is the concept here? If our Java file contains a public class or public abstract class or public interface, no, we must save that Java file with the public element name only. Okay. If we violate this rule, we will get compilation error. If no public element is available in our Java file, then we can save that Java file with any name. Instead of saving that Java file with any other name, it is suggestible to save that Java file with which name there, no, main class name. These rules and regulations are shown clearly. Am I right or not? All of you are getting clarity or not? Getting clarity or not? Okay, now here I'm asking one important interview question, then everybody try to answer for my question now. Interview question. Damn sure you will get this question in our written test. Sure. Then what about my interview question here actually? My interview question is, everybody understand this clearly? Is it possible to declare, is it possible to declare more than one public class, in a single Java file? My question you can understand, sir. I think it's not visible for you. Don't worry. Then what is the question here I've asked there? No, is it possible to declare more than? Is it possible to declare more than one public class in a single Java file? Think and give the answer. What I said to you guys. Now tell me. What I said to you. Is it possible to declare more than one public class in a single Java file? Possible or not possible? Possible or not possible? That we have to answer clearly. Possible or not possible? Possible. How many of you are saying possible? Please raise your hands. How many of you are saying possible? Raise your hands. Come on. Some of you are thinking possible. How many of you are saying not possible? Please raise your hands. Not possible. Okay. Right, sir. What is the answer here? Possible or not possible? Okay. Through practical, I will show what is the answer. No, wait for it. So what I have to do there immediately, if you want to show this particular one here, let me open command prompt. Now tell me guys, here what is my file name actually? A.java. Why? Because class A is a public here. That's why A.java. For example, here what I provided here, public class B. Tell me here, how many classes I have written in this Java file? 3 classes I have written. What are the 3 classes I have written here? Class A, class B, and a class tester. Out of these 3 classes, how many classes are public? 2 classes are public. What are the 2 classes which are public? Class A and class B. That's okay, nice. So here the point is what? Our question is it possible to provide more than one public class in a single Java file or not? Here more than one public class I declared in a single Java file. Possible or not, I have to check. How it is possible to check? No, just compile this program. Compile this program. If you are getting an error, then it is not possible. If you are not getting an error, then it is possible. Yes, sir, got it or not? Just compile this program. If you get any compilation error, not possible. If you are not getting compilation error, then it is possible. Observe carefully. Now, okay, let me compile this program now. Let me compile this program. CLS Java C space. What is my file name now? What is my file name? A.java. Am I right or not? My file name is what now? A.java. Observe carefully. I'm trying to click an enter button or try to understand what we are able to get. Ah, read this error here. Read this error here. Class B is public. Should be declared in a file named what? B.java. So what it is saying now? Class B is public. Try to save the Java file with what now? B.java. This compiler is giving this message to me or not? Compiler is saying to me, class B is public. Try to save that file with B.java. Like this compiler has given information. So I have to follow compiler instruction or not? Otherwise, compiler will not allow me for execution. So I have to follow compiler instruction. That's nice here. Then what I have to do there? I need to change my file name from A.java to B.java. Am I right or not? So what I have to do there? File, save as. Then what I have to provide there? B.java. B.java. That's okay. Right now, as per the compile information, I saved that file from A.java to B.java. Now here, I need to compile the program. I want to get output there. Okay, now observe carefully here what I'm trying to say now. And Java C, directly I'm telling there Java C. What's the file name now? B.java. File name is what? B.java. Let me click on enter button here. What compile is giving information to us? Are class A is public should be declared in a file named a.java. That means now it is saying try to save your file with a.java. Okay, this is again compiled information or not? Again, it is compiled information. When compile is giving this information, what I have to do? I must follow that. Then file, what next one here? Save as. Then I have to give with what now? A.java. Already existed, no? Override it. Okay, now the file name is what? A.java. So what I have to do there? Again, we have to compile this. Now here, what I have to do there? Java C space A.java. Then what we are able to get now? Now it is saying, "Arey, class B is public, try to save your file with b.java." What this compile is doing with us, no? Is playing game with us or not? Or compile is thinking about us? Is that compile is a mad compiler? Uh, is it a mad compiler? Is a worst compiler? Or is it Sun Microsystem is a worst organization to give such type of ambiguity situations? Confusion related points, no? So, no, compile is 100% correct. Compiler is 100% correct. They made some rule clearly. As per that rule only, compiler is giving this type of messages. At least by seeing this type of error messages, what is the conclusion we are getting there? What is our interview question actually? What was that interview question I given to you? Is it possible to declare more than one public class in a single Java file or not? That's the question here. Then what about answer for this question? No. Answer is yes or no? No, no, it is not possible. It is not possible to provide more than one. It is not possible to provide more than one public class, more than one public class in a single Java file. It is not possible to provide more than one public class in a single Java file. Don't worry. Right, sir. So it is not possible. No, it is not possible to provide more than one public class in a single Java file. Why? Because every Java file. Why? Because if we provide more than one public class in a single Java file, then we must save that Java file with two names. We must save that Java file with two names. It is not possible. It is not possible to save any file with more than one name. It is not possible to save any file with more than one name. That's it. It is not possible to save any file with more than one name. Observe this point, guys. No, it is not possible to provide more than one public class in a single Java file. Why? Because if we provide more than one public class in a single Java file, then we must save that Java file with two names, with more than one name. More than one name. In the sense, is it possible to save any file with more than one name? Is it possible to save any file with more than one name? The file must have only one name or not? More than one name is not possible here. That's why, because of that reason, here we are getting compilation error. That's why it's not possible to save with more than one name. Any file with more than one name is not possible. So because of that reason, every Java file is able to allow at most one public element. Every Java file is able to allow at most one public element. Got my point or not? Now here, I can give that note also clearly. Note kind of point is what now? In Java applications, every Java file must have at most one public class. One public class. That means one public element. I'm telling there. Public class in the sense maybe public class or public abstract class or public interface. Anything one, only one. That we are able to get clearly. Yes, sir, got my point or not? Huh. Now observe carefully. One more question here I'm asking there. Try to answer for it. My question is what? Is it possible to declare more than one element, more than one element, in the sense, what are these elements actually? Class or abstract class or interface. More than one in the sense, maybe two classes or two interfaces or two abstract classes, or one class, one abstract class, one abstract class, one interface, any combination, any two combination, more than one element, class or abstract class or interface in a single Java file. Answer for this. I'm not asking about more than one public element. I'm asking about more than one element. More than one element is possible or not possible? Already we have seen that point here. Previously in the compilation part, I showed number of times here. ABC.java taken, or maybe A.java taken, where two classes have taken. Class A and class S, both have taken. Possible or not possible? Yes, possible. No need to check this point practically. Answer is what? Yes, it is possible. As it is possible. Answer is what? At yes, it is. It is possible. It is possible, but condition is what? But condition is what? More than one public element is not possible. More than one public element is not allowed. More than one public element is not allowed. Am I right or not? Between classes, abstract class, and interfaces, more than one public element is not allowed. Yes, it is possible, but more than one public element is not allowed. Getting clarity or not? All of you are getting clarity or not? But here I want to give one small suggestion. I want to give one small suggestion here. Everybody has to follow this suggestion. It's suggestion only, not mandatory condition. You can violate this one also, no problem. What is that suggestion actually? In a single Java file, we can write more than one class or interface or abstract class. That's okay. But always it is suggestible to write only one element per Java file. Always it is suggestible to write only one class per Java file. Suggestible to write one abstract class per Java file. Suggestible to write one interface for single Java file. For example, in my program, I want to write 10 classes. In my Java application, I want to write 10 classes. 10 classes. So what it is suggestion here? What is the suggestion here? Better to save all the 10 classes in 10 files. Class A, class B, class C, class D, class E, and so on. Class H, I want to write. Then what is the suggestion here now? It is suggestible to declare a single class in a single Java file. Don't provide more than one class in a single Java file. Better to specify only one class in a single Java file. A.java, B.java, C.java, E.java, D.java. In this way, we have to save that Java file with multiple names. Sir, all of you are following my point or not? Not understanding clearly. What I'm telling to you clearly, in a single Java file, we can write any number of classes, sir. Say for example, here we are having edit plus file. Now tell me, this is a file or not? This is a file here. How many classes I have written here now? Okay, 3 classes I have written here. That's okay. Of course, if I remove this public, no, everything is valid. If I remove this public, no, everything is valid. Here my file name is what? A.java, for example. File name is A.java. Okay, fine. Now how many classes I have written here? 3 classes I have written. But here the suggestion is what? It is not suggestible. This approach is not suggestible. More than one class we wrote in a single Java file. This is not suggestible. But what is the suggestion which is provided by Java? That suggestion is what? We can declare a class in a separate file. Every class must be declared in individual files. So here, 3 classes if we want to write, we have to take 3 files. What are the 3 files here we have to take now? A.java, B.java, test.java. Better to take like this. Their clear-cut separation here we are able to get. But all these files will come under a single application. File is not representing a single application, of course. That the application contains multiple files. Single application contains what now? Multiple files. So each and every class we have to declare at each and every file. A separate file we have to declare for each and every class here. So this is the suggestion what Java has given clearly. But of course, I'm telling there, it is possible to write more than one class or more than one abstract class or more than one interface in a single Java file, but not suggestible. What is suggestion here now? Suggestion is it is suggestible to declare each and every class in individual files. That too, better to declare that each and every class is a public. In the Java application development, we have to declare every class as a public in general. When we declare a class as a public, then automatically file name should be what? Tell me, if you declare a class is a public, no, then automatically file name should be what? The same public class name or not? Automatically the class is reflecting through file name or not? The purpose of this class is reflecting through this file name or not? That's why Java has given this type of suggestion. That's why Java has given this type of suggestion. We can follow. Now onwards, we can follow. Whenever we are doing some practice on our system there, whenever we want to declare a class, write in a separate file. Second class you want to write, no? Try to declare that second class in a separate file. Third class, third file. Fourth class, fourth file. Like this, we can take individual files for each and every class there. Yes, sir. Got my point or not? You may have one question now. Okay, sir. I declared 10 classes in 10 files. No. How I can compile all the 10 files now? Can I go for Java C space A dot Java one time, Java C space B dot Java second time, Java C space C dot Java third time? Can I go for this kind of approach? No. No. There also I will give one shortcut. What is the shortcut? No. Simply Java C space star dot Java. Java C space star dot Java. Star dot Java. Star represents all the files. Dot Java extension. All the files with the dot Java extension, they are going to be compiled. So number of approaches are available here. Number of alternatives are available. But here the suggestion is what? It is suggestion. It is suggestible to declare individual classes in individual Java files. That's it. Not more than that. Now there is a suggestion only. Here we have to understand clearly. But packages and all these things are not required. No, this information is suggestible. This information is sufficient at present that we can understand clearly. What is the note here now? In Java, we are able to declare more than one class in a single Java file. In Java, we are able to declare more than one class in a single Java file. In a single Java file, but it is suggestible to declare, multiple classes in multiple files. Multiple classes in multiple files. That's it. That means every class must be prepared in a separate Java file. There's a point here we can understand. Every Java class must be declared in a separate Java file. That's the condition here. Multiple classes in multiple files. Yes, sir. Got it or not? Sir, you are not giving responses from the last 2 days onwards. I don't know what is the reason for it. Is because of the concepts more depth I am discussing, or because of you are not understanding anything from my classes, or because of your family problems? Why you are not discussing? I think majority of you are not married here, right? But where is your problem? Family problem? No. You are not married, but why? Where we are having problems actually? Other problems, no? Other family problems, no? Right, sir. So try to give response. Whenever you are giving response, then all our content is going on perfectly. And one more thing I'm telling to you, whatever the concepts I'm discussing, they are not at all normal concepts. Somewhat extra content, somewhat depth concepts only I'm discussing. But digesting all these concepts may take some time. But here my intention is inside my class itself, we have to digest. Inside the class itself, we have to digest. When we go to our home, when we open the material, everything will come. Whenever you open the material, automatically in our mind, my face will come. And whatever the classes I'm teaching, that will be appeared. Automatically, whenever we are reading a statement, automatically your mind is thinking about to read the same statement by me. This kind of imagination you need to get. Then only you can understand the content. I think so the same thing is going on. Literally, you open the material, just you are looking that material, that's it. But in your mind, my face is running. I'm sure about it. If it is going on, then only you are in correct path. Then only you understood the concepts inside the class correctly. Otherwise, it's a waste of time. So because of that reason, you must give response for my questions. Then only I'll move forward to the next content. Right, sir. Now, how to save Java file? What are the various rules and regulations I discussed, and everything is completed. So now tell me, in a steps to prepare first Java application, how many steps are available now? Tell me, what are the steps are available now? Tell me, what is the first step now? Sir, you are overloaded and you want to stop this class today. I want to stop here itself. I don't have any problem. I'll go outside and I will, 1 hour of time, I will enjoy outside. Then I'll go for next class now. But if you are not giving response note, it's a waste of time to discuss with you. It's a waste of time to conduct exams also. Now tell me, I said to you nearly 5 or 6 number of steps are given to write first program. Tell me what is the step number one? Download and install Java software. Second one is what? Download and install Java editor. Third one is what? Open Java editor and write Java program. Then what is the fourth one? Save Java file. Then what is fifth one? Compile Java file. What is sixth one? Execute Java application. Then why you are not opening your mouth? No. If we give this response, no, then I can understand clearly. You are understanding all my points. No, I feel very happy for that. Right, sir. In two ways, people may sit in a relaxed mode. First way is everything they understood inside the class, so they are relaxing in the class. Second case is nothing you are understanding, everything is confusion, then you are relaxed. I think second case is right case, right? You are given proper response here, right response you are given. So what's the problem here? Right, good, nice. Now observe carefully. So up to now, in our compilation, that means in our open the Java and write Java program and save Java file, especially save Java file content I completed. Final touch I want to give for this particular topic. Then after that I will go for compilation process. Then what I discussed about this one, if you want to save Java file in our Java applications, two rules and regulations are available. What are the two rules and regulations? First one is what? No, if the present Java file contains any public element, public class or public abstract class or public interface, then we must save the Java file with a public element name only. If we violate this rule, there we are able to get compilation error. Okay, rule number two is what? No, if no public element is available in our Java file, there we can save our Java file with any name like abc.java or xyz.java. But there, what is the suggestion which is provided by Sun Microsystems? No, instead of saving the Java file with any other name, it is suggestible to save Java file with a main class name. Right. These are the two rules and regulations, and practical we also have completed. Next, I have asked one important interview question to you. What was that question there? No, is it possible to provide more than one public class in a single Java file? What is the answer for this question? No, no, it is not possible to provide more than one public class in a single Java file. Why? Because in Java there is a rule. If any public class is available in Java file, then the Java file name must be same as the respective public class name. This is a condition. If I provide more than one class is public in a single Java file, then we must save that Java file with more than one name. In operating system, in all the operating systems, it is not possible to save any file with more than one name. Every file must have exactly one name only. So because of this reason, more than one public class is not possible in a single Java file. Then immediately I have asked one more question. Is it possible to provide more than one class or abstract class or interface in a single Java file? Answer is was yes. Yes, we can provide more than one class or more than one abstract class or more than one interface in a single class, but they should not be more than one public element. More than one public element is not allowed. Okay, but there also one session is available. What is that session? No, we can write more than one class in a single Java file. Okay, but not suggestible. But what is the suggestible thing there? No, individual classes must be written in individual files. We have to write a class in a particular file. But means per file a single class only we have to write. Don't write more than one class. This is a session. Why this session is coming there? Actually, if we provide a class in a Java file, definitely we have to declare that class as a public. In general, every class must be declared as a public inside the Java application. When we declare that class is a public now, automatically file name should be same as like what? No, class name. Whenever we see that file name, automatically we are getting clarity what class is available inside that file, what is the purpose of writing that particular class. Automatically some readability will be improved there. Readability content will be improved. Clear cut division we are able to provide between the classes. Because of this reason, this particular session was provided by Sun Microsystems clearly. Yes, sir, got it or not? Up to these points here, we understood clearly. That is like what? No, save Java file. Where is the title like given, sir? Here itself, I have written this everything, no? One minute, one minute, one minute, one minute. Right, sir. And here I need to write some rules and regulations. Later on, I will write it. Don't worry for that. Before sharing this document to you, I will write that information. Don't worry. All right, sir. Next one is what? After completion of this, then what is about next one here? No? Compile Java file. Right. compile Java file. Observe carefully. I'm asking one more question to all of you now. What is the requirement to compile Java file in general? Right, sir. Now tell me, what is the requirement to compile Java file? Two reasons are available. What are the two reasons here? First one is to translate the program from source code to bytecode. To translate the program from source code to bytecode, we need compilation. Second reason is to check developers' mistakes in that program. To check, so not to correct, to check, only to check developers' mistakes in our Java file, we need to go for like what now? Compilation. Right, so now we have to understand this point here. What is the requirement to perform? What is the requirement to compile Java files? Yeah, the reason is what? Two reasons are existed here. What are the two reasons here? No, first one is what? No, reason number one, to translate Java program from source code to bytecode in order to execute. That is reason number one. And reason number two is what? No, to check developers' mistakes in a Java application, in Java program. We have to go for like what? No, compilation. That's the requirement, sir. Okay, fine. To check developers' mistakes, we are performing compilation. That's okay, good. Next one is after that, after completion of this, how we are able to compile the Java file? How it is possible to compile the Java file? To compile the Java file, here we have to use Java C tool, which is provided by Sun Microsystems in JDK bin. Yes, sir, all of you get my point or not? So to compile Java file, we have to use Java C. We have to use Java C tool. What is this Java C tool actually? It's a Java compiler. Blindly we can understand. It's a Java compiler. Okay, fine. Java C tool. What is the syntax of this one clearly? Java C space file name dot Java. Always remember this point. Along with the Java C command, we must provide file name dot Java. Along with the Java C command, we must provide only file name dot Java. Don't specify main method class name along with the Java C. Of course, if main method class name and file name both are same, then of course we can use that file name dot Java. That's okay. But always Java C is able to take what now? File name dot Java. Observe careful. Example here I'm telling to you. What is this example here? Java C space test dot Java. Java C space test dot Java. What is the meaning of saying that Java C space test dot Java? What exactly the meaning of to specify Java C space test dot Java? Wait. We are giving some information to the compiler. What is that information? My total Java program is existed inside test.java. My total program is existed inside what? No, test.java. Search for test.java. Identify it. When you identify this, start the compilation from starting point of the file to ending point of the file. Just we are saying information to the compiler by specifying Java C space test.java. My total Java program is available inside test.java file only. Take this file and start compilation from starting point of the file to ending point of the file. That's it. So to give such information only, we are using Java C space test.java this command. Yes, sir, got it or not? Okay, fine. Next one is, if I use Java C space test.java, what exactly the internal work is going on there? On command prompt, when we provide Java C space test.java, what will happen internally? What exactly the work is going to be happen internally? That we have to understand. Right, sir. Observe carefully. I'll show one diagrammatic representation. Try to follow this. All of you, put more concentration here. Internal concept I'm talking now about this compilation process. For example, right, sir. All right, public static void main. I will explain to you clearly in the future, not now. In object orientation, I will explain that clearly, but at present, just I'm putting concentration on compilation process. All right, sir. Now this is my system hard disk. Yes, sir. System hard disk. Okay. This is my command prompt. Right, sir. Now inside the system hard disk, how many drives I want to have there? For example, overall 2 to 3 drives here I want to take. For example, 3 drives here I want to take. This is a C drive, and this is a D drive, and this is E drive. Overall 3 drives here we have taken. All right, so now this is C drive, and this is a D drive, and this is a E drive. Okay, fine. Tell me guys, when I install operating system, in which drive operating system will be existed? Now tell me, operating system will be available on which drive? No, is it on C drive or at any other drive? No, C drive only. So this is like what I'm telling there, operating system. This is operating system. Now tell me guys, when I install operating system in my computer, automatically it will be sit at the C drive. Inside this operating system, automatically we are able to get a command prompt or not? Come on, sir. Command prompt is a part of the operating system or not? No response, guys. Command prompt is a part of what? No, part of the operating system. Okay, that I will open explicitly in outside. This is like what? No, command prompt. Yeah, that I've taken outside. No, command prompt. That's okay, good. Now tell me, where we install Java software? In which drive we install Java software? In C drive. Directly in C drive, we created one folder. What was that folder here we created there? Java folder we created or not? This is a Java folder. Inside the Java folder in my system, overall, how many versions of Java I installed there? 3 versions I installed. Now here I want to take the case is Java 8 version. And now tell me, when I install Java 8 version, how many folders are created under C colon Java folder? How many folders are created? When I install Java 8 version, how many folders are created? 2 folders are created or not? 2 products are installed. What are the 2 products? No, JDK and JRE. And now here, this is like what I'm telling there. This is a JDK. This is a JDK, and here this is a JRE. Now I want to give exact names also, just we can understand clearly. For our simplicity purpose, I'm telling there JDK 1.8, and this is like what? No, JRE 8. Right, sir. Now, inside this JDK 1.8 only, bin folder is available. Am I right or not? Bin folder is existed where? Inside this 1.8 version only. Now, this is like what I'm telling there, bin folder. Now, inside this bin folder only, we are having all the Java commands. Java tools are existed. What are the various Java commands? Can know? Like Java C, comma, Java, comma, Java P, comma, Java doc. Already we have seen that. Java doc, that everything is existed inside like which one? No, bin folder only. Clear or not? Inside the JDK, bin folder is existed. Inside this bin folder only, all the Java tools are existed. Yes, sir. Clear? All of you are getting clarity now? That's it. This is operating system Java software that we installed. Okay, good. Next one is I've written a program where I saved that programs are now. Tell me, inside the D drive, I created a folder for the sake of our applications. What was that folder here I created there? Now tell me, it was like what? No, Java 830. That's the folder. Inside this Java 830, I've written a program. What's my program actually? Tester.java I prepared. Am I right or not? My file name is what? Not tester.java. Inside this tester.java, what exactly the program here I've taken there? Class test. Class test. Now inside this class test, what we provided there? Public static void main string array args that we provided. Now here a set of finish sections also here we provided. Then after that we have to save. We saved this total. That means this is about my tester.java file which is existed inside like what? No, d:/Java 830. Yes, sir. All of you are getting it or not? Okay, fine. Listen carefully. Up to now, I installed operating system under C drive. On the top of the operating system, we installed Java. Then where C:/Java, where JDK and JRE is available. In JDK, bin folder is existed. Inside the bin folder, all the Java tools are existed. Then after that, I save my Java file. I created my Java file where I've written the Java program. Then I saved that Java file. Where I saved that Java file now, d:/Java 830. Inside this, the tester.java file is existed. Yes, sir, got it or not? But here I want to give some information to all of you guys. Now try to understand it. No, in general, as per our academic level, in general, what the students are able to do now, they will write the programs. In general, they will write the programs. After installation of the Java software, they will write the programs. Whenever they have written the programs now, they used to save that program tester.java under bin folder of the C drive Java JDK 1.8.0. Under bin folder directly they are trying to save the Java file. They're trying to save all the Java files under bin folder only. From where they want to compile and they want to execute the program. Understand it now? But it is not suggestible. Of course, we can run the program at any location in our system. Not only inside the bin folder, we can go for any other one. Understand my point here now? But people are trying to save the Java files under bin folder. This is not suggestible. Why it is not suggestible? Observe this clearly. If the program is a simple program, very simple program, small program, then we are saving that inside the bin folder. That's okay. But my program contains hundreds and hundreds of classes. My application contains thousands of interfaces. Understand my point here? Maybe 1 lakh lines of code I have to write in my application. Now tell me, in such a big manner, is it possible to save that file inside our, is it possible to save that application inside the bin folder of the JDK? Whenever we are keeping some files inside the bin folder of JDK, we are trying to manipulate with the Java software or not? That means we are playing with the Java software or not? Come on guys, we are playing with the Java software or not? Maybe in the situations, your Java file may corrupt the Java software. Whatever the program we have written inside the bin folder, that program may remove some of the files from the bin folder. It may corrupt the total Java software. Some unnecessary problems will come. When Java software is getting disturbed, then there is no chance of executing our Java applications in outside. So don't play with what now? Bin folder. Don't play with the Java software. At which location Java software is installed? Don't play in that location. You can play with Java in outside of the Java software. At any location in our computer, we can access Java software. The Java C tools are coming there. Already we said path environment variable. Through this path environment variable, all the Java tools are available to throughout the system. At any location of our system, our entire Java software will come. So don't save your Java files at a bin folder. Don't try to execute our Java programs through the bin folder. This is not at all suggestible. But unfortunately, at our academic level, people are doing the same thing. But still, I'm telling to you, it is not at all suggestible. In a real-time application development, nobody will save. In real-time application development, nobody will save Java files. Nobody will save Java files in the bin folder. It's almost all equal to playing with power transporter is available now at our home. Might be power box is available now. There might be we are playing with that particular one. In any worst case, what will happen there? Gives left and right or not? Then immediately you will go to hospital, right? Same situation what we are doing now. It's almost all equal to power box. Don't play with that. That bin folder is very important. Why? Because that entire Java software is available inside that bin folder only. But we are trying to play with that bin folder only. How it is possible? So don't save our Java files inside the bin folder. I'm requesting to everybody. In our practice also, try to install Java software under C drive, but try to save your Java files in a D drive and open the command prompt. Go to the D drive where we saved our Java file. From where we have to compile the program. Why? Because once we install Java software in our computer, automatically it will be accessible at any location in our command prompt. Just we have to set path environment variable. Already we set that path environment variable. I'll show that path environment variable purpose also here. Inside this explanation, I will give the total clarity also now. Yes, sir, got it or not? So this is what exactly the meaning of like what now? Compilation. That means I need to go for compilation. Actually, here we have to understand clearly now. This is like what? 1 minute. Right, sir. Anyway, then I need to start the flow of execution, but it may take some time here. Then tomorrow I'll explain this particular topic. Why? Because I need to spend nearly 40 to 45 minutes of time about this internal process. Next, execution process I have to discuss there. So, and tomorrow we'll discuss about this total content. Don't worry for this, right? Fine. Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot. And this is Sunday, you are going to have exam, sir. What are the concepts I'm discussing there? On this, I will conduct one exam. Be ready for it. Thank you. Right, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Thanks a lot. We'll meet on tomorrow. Yeah, Priyanka. Yes, you can install. No problem. Yeah, yeah. Sure, sure, sure. I will send this material, guys. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'll send this material. Deepak Rai, guys, and I'm giving one information there. 26 and 27 videos are not working. I think so. Some Google Drive issue is going on there. Yeah, yeah. Then actually, then the problem is going on right from yesterday or before that yesterday. Is a not problem because actually they're trying to upload that video in the right from yesterday and before that yesterday only. But unfortunately, that Google Drive is giving some problem to us. Then it will be set right within 1 or 2 days of time. Okay. So within 1 or 2 days of time, that issue will be set right, guys. Don't worry for that. That videos, every video will be playable. But at present, might be then Google Drive is giving some issue there. Then within 1 or 2 days of time, we will get it. Don't worry. Thank you. Yeah. Pratik, I will share this document. Don't worry. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Thanks a lot.